I've been feeling stuck and lost, and I literally hit rock bottom. From now on, I want to focus on becoming a better version of myself, and I want to create a dream life, a life that I love. But how am I gonna do it? Anyway, and I am also here. Are you happy? I've been avoiding. Hello. Oh yeah, I don't know where to start. I have this little script, but I feel like the more I think about the script, the more I feel like I'm a robot, and I just don't want to make this unnatural. So let's forget the script. Let's just get right into it. So why am I here? Why I'm doing these videos? Because in this past few months, I've been feeling stuck and lost and anxiety, stress, depressed, everything, all of that. I am so tired of it. I am so tired. I want to change this. I literally hit rock bottom and starting to be so desperate to change because I can't live like this anymore. And I'm laughing now, I'm smiling now because that part of me, it's over, okay? Let's just reframe this. Those feelings, those emotions will always be there on my mind, but now I'm learning how to accept them, and I'm learning how to control them. So I've decided that from now on, I want to focus on becoming a better version of myself, and I want to create a dream life, a life that I love. But how am I gonna do it? I have no idea. But what I do know is I want to try. At the end of the day, no one is gonna save me but myself. I'm not gonna lose anything if I don't try, right? I just told you that I have no idea, but obviously I made an initial plan in order to reach this dream life of mine. I feel like this video is very personal, but I wanted to share it and document it. So, but before we go into the plan, let me give you a little backstory about me because I feel like I didn't really introduce myself before in this channel. So yeah, here we go. Hello, I am Camilla and I am 28 years old, and I was born and raised in Italy, but my family is originally from the Philippines. I love Philippines so much. By the way, now I am living here in London. Would you like a cup of tea, my darling? Anyway, I'm just a little excited today, okay? Because I feel like, I don't know, I'm motivated. I want to have a fresh start. Okay, let's get back into it. Last summer, I graduated from university, and yes, I did not exactly follow the conventional path of finishing university at 21 or 22, like most people. But yeah, my life took me on a slightly different timeline, and it's okay. I mean, honestly, in this past few months, I couldn't accept it because I'm 28. I in the society, you're supposed to have a career at this age, and 8 years of experience on a job. But at this age, at this moment, I am unemployed. And honestly, it's okay because I'm starting to accept it now, and from a, I had a different experience, I had a different background, and everyone has their own timeline in life, and this is my timeline. There was a time where I couldn't accept it at all, and I was so hard on myself. And I was just thinking, Camila, you're a loser. You don't have a job yet. But honestly, now that I think about it, I am so proud that I'm here. I am so proud that I studied university. And before, I never thought that I was capable on studying in English because when I came here, when I moved here, I did not know how to speak in English. I remember the only words that I could say, hello, how are you? The pen is on the table. No, I'm joking. I'm overreacting. Obviously, I knew how to say basic words, but I couldn't articulate myself. And I mean, even now, like, I can't really articulate myself in, sophisticated sentences and with sophisticated vocabulary, but I can still express myself in some way. So, yeah, I'm accepting it. I'm 28 and I am unemployed. So, yeah, I graduated last summer with a degree in computer science with first class. On my graduation day, I was actually ill. I had a chest infection that stuck with me all summer and a cough that did not want to leave me until November last year. It was a very awful experience. The doctor said that I apparently had COVID and I did not realize it at all because I didn't have any fever back then and I didn't know that COVID have any other shape and form. So yeah, I took all these antibiotics. I followed the doctor from my GP, and they didn't even know that as well. But another doctor said that I had COVID. Anyway, it was just a mess, and I finally got better around November. So it started from June, and which I also started like a part-time job back then, and then I started to heal in November. Finally, the thought of having a cough and a really painful body during that time, I just crashed. I had this entire plan on my head that after graduation I would find a job and start finally my career, but no, nothing went as I planned, obviously. Life is full of surprises. I was very discouraged. I ended up hitting rock bottom and my mental health was all over the place. And I was just comparing myself to other people, was very toxic of mine. And I just had these negative thoughts mostly every day. And I was thinking, what's wrong with me? Like, I've never felt that way before. I never felt those emotions. And yeah, I don't want to cry. I feel like I'm fine now. At that time, I felt like everything was so dark that I couldn't really find the exit to that dark tunnel. But here I am now. I am feeling much, much better now. One of the major things that made me feel much better as well is that I've been talking to a therapist for about 4 months now. And yes, everything is much better and I have more clarity and I am accepting my emotions. And yeah, am I job searching now that I'm healed and I'm mentally stable? For the past 2 months, I've been job hunting nonstop, working on my portfolio, sending out applications, overthinking a lot, and collecting a lot of rejections. I was so focused on that I stopped taking care of myself. Every day was just about job hunting. And I know that when we're in this phase of our life, we really need to focus just searching for a job. But I feel like my job hunting process was just consuming me. I was not exercising at all. I was barely leaving my house, and it was just me, my laptop, and LinkedIn Premium. And I know that a lot of people are unemployed because of LinkedIn Premium. And I've seen that there are so many people looking for jobs right now. And the job market is crazy here in London. In this process, I always felt that I'm alone. I'm just the only person left on earth looking for a job. There was also a time where I wanted to give up and I started to losing my mind. But then I realized that no, I can't go forward like this. I can't live my life like this anymore. So, yeah, here I am now, the present. I want to start over. And this time I want to document it. If you click on this video, you are probably feeling the same type of way. Maybe you're also want to like start over. Honestly, we can start over in any age. If you're 20, if you're 30, if you're 40, if you're 50, if you are feeling the same, just so you know, you're not alone. And I am also here. This time around, I want to slow down. Obviously, not too much because I want to find a job and I want to start my career. And I feel like that's gonna bring me a little bit of purpose in my life. So, along with slowing down things, I want to accept where I am. I'm starting to accept it. There are days that I can't accept it, and I'm very like hard on myself, but Yes, this journey I think will help me to accept it more, and that's why I'm putting myself out there. I'm literally throwing myself out here because I'm the type of person that I prefer keeping things to myself and not sharing too much to people, especially in public. And but it's okay. We have one life. Uh, Again, I'm not losing anything, and again, nobody's saving me. So I'm just want to save myself, and putting it out there, I feel like it's gonna help me to be even more committed to this journey. So why 9 months? Because that's all we have left of this year. And I didn't want to make a short term challenge because my goal isn't a temporary change, but I want to build a sustainable lifestyles and routine that can help me create a life that I love. I think we've all seen all these self improvement journeys and challenges on social media, and they're also inspiring. And I am so inspired by them. And I wanted to do also something similar, but I want to be more realistic, and I wanted to make it a slow process rather than just rushing. Yes, they said that you need to be disciplined in order to reach your goals. Don't get me wrong, it's very good for certain people to do that, but I feel like it's not really the path that I want to go for. I actually just generally want to enjoy the journey and the process. So instead of overwhelming myself with a transformation all at once, I want to make small, consistent changes. I want to build momentum and one habit at a time, and I can build on it and move into the next. So there is this quote that I come across from a Chinese philosopher called Confucius. I'm not sure if my pronunciation is correct. So it goes, "It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop." And another by James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits book, which I have. If you get 1% better each day for 1 year, you'll end up 37 times better by the time you're done. So, yeah. My therapist emphasized a lot on journaling and the importance of journaling. He said that by capturing those moments, I could notice a pattern and areas where I can improve. I've finally been journaling consistently this time, and I feel a little accomplished by journaling every night. And I feel like I just want to do it because I want to get my feelings out of the way. And no, I feel like there will always be there, but I feel like they are less heavier, if that makes sense. My upcoming videos, they will probably about this journey, my ups and downs. I want to be transparent as much as I can in here, and just showing my raw life, and I want to share my daily little life in London, and most probably also my job searching journey. And hopefully I get to travel this year as well, so I'll definitely want to share them on this platform. But more than anything, I want to do this for my future self. I want to look back at these videos and I want to be like, wow, who is that? I really did that. I believed in myself. Hopefully. A little intermission, guys. This is Toby, guys, and he's my baby boy. He really helped me when I was not sane. He's my second therapist that doesn't really give me some advices, but his company is everything. I love him so much. He's so beautiful, right? You're beautiful, Toby. Toby, how was your nap? He needs to clean himself first for the audience. And he's a distinguished gentleman. Toby, how is your life instead? Are you happy? He's busy. I'll give an interview later on, maybe when he has a bit of more time. This distinguished gentleman has a busy schedule, as you can see. So yeah, on to the next chapter. So I did some research, and this is what Google search had to say. So I typed how to create the dream life. And to create your dream life, you start by defining what it looks like, then set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals, and create a plan of action. Take consistent, focused steps towards achieving them, while also prioritizing your mindset and self-care. So I will definitely follow this advice from Google. Thank you, Google. But also I didn't stop there. I've actually watched a lot of videos on YouTube, especially, and the ones that really stood out to me were from Lena Leaves and Ali Abdal, which I already follow them. These are the ones that I took some inspiration from them. So Lena Leaves' video really made me reflect a lot, because she suggests to ask yourself some deep questions, which I've been avoiding, but I feel like it's a really good start to and start envisioning your dream life, but not just in a materialistic way, but also in terms of who you are as a person. One of the most impactful things that she said was that we often struggle to reach our dream life, not because we're incapable, but because we don't trust ourselves and we don't believe in ourselves. So yeah, that really stuck to me, because that's so true. Then there's Ali's video that he talks about an exercise called the Ideal End State exercise from Kevin Dahlstorm, and it's similar to Lena's approach, but it's a little bit more structured, and the idea is to make a bulleted list of what your ideal life would look like, and answering questions like, if I could have my ideal life, what would it look like? What does a day in that life feel like? Who am I surrounded by? What am I doing? And how do I feel? So hearing these perspectives really made me think a lot. I usually create a vision board every year, but I haven't yet for this year. And since visualization apparently is a really powerful tool, even my therapist actually taught me how to visualize before going to bed. This felt like a perfect timing to do this. So I actually started collecting images from Pinterest, but to keep things organized, I divided my board into 4 categories: health, lifestyle, relationships, and a career. For each category, I asked myself, what do I want this part of my life to look and feel like? Then I found images that really sparked something in me. And for example, the first thing that I want to work on is my physical and mental health, because that's the area where I hit rock bottom and we are not going back there anymore. So I saved images of someone working out and another one meditating, and I made sure that I could actually see myself in them. And to put everything together, I used Figma. Basically, it's a massive blackboard where I can freely arrange and pop in all my images while keeping things organized. It's a bit more manual labor and hands-on compared to other tools like Canva, but I love using it because it also helps me sharpen my Figma skills for my future career. Now that we have our vision board set, it's time to make an actual plan to bring these visions to life. So over on Notion, which by the way I love, I use it every year for planning, and I created a daily routine, a weekly routine, and a monthly routine, like plan of actions. And the goal here is to have a simple starting point, just the basics for now, so I don't overwhelm myself. And I'll be checking in those routines every week or two to reflect on how I feel, what's working and what's not, and that way I can slowly refine my plan and start incorporating more good habits as I go. And of course, I know that not every day will be as motivating as today. There will be days when I don't feel like doing anything, but having this vision board to look at every day and this structured plan will help me stay focused and keep going. And that's it for me. I hope that you find this video inspiring and that you can start working on your own goals and taking care of yourself more. And thank you for being here, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye bye.